Hey guys, this is Shantae with Brown Sugar Talks Under Black Unicorns. Good morning, Jamie. Good morning, Jamie. My EB. I won't say your government name. I'm so sorry, but I be want to. Okay, so I don't know this man, y'all. I don't know him. You hear me? I ain't never been in the same room, city, nothing with. If you been in my city though, y'all don't please tell him I be want to see him. Tell him I be want to see him. Tell him, y'all. Tell him. So anyway, man, I woke up today. Y'all, listen. So I listen to Tank, but it's like I can't listen to Tank without thinking about Jamie. It's just like, oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God, that is just as popping underneath that shirt. Oh, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Let me tell you a secret. So anyway, what am I doing now? So anyway, I was thinking about like how we could talk about alkaline bodies. And some myths that doctors have told me, like, no, that's not true. It's usually, and it has been, this white young woman doctor. I don't know. It's like ever since I told her I'm not taking birth control because it could cause cancer or whatever, and that they do a lot of studies with birth control on black women in the hood. You know what I'm saying? So instead of white women in the city. So it's like, I hate that. Some studies they'll do, they would just want to give us the drugs, right? But then it's other studies they'll do, and they don't even give us the drugs. So it's like, it's some of these things where I feel like because they don't have information, they are so quick to be like, no, that just doesn't happen. It doesn't exist. Or give you like some roundabout doctor answer or whatever. So the first one is, I'm going to start with how my life went. So yeah, no birth control, because I have got pregnant on birth control, like the patch. I got pregnant on a patch and I'm sorry, I just woke up. So no, I didn't. I've been up. I have not spoken. Okay, so I got pregnant on a patch. And it was inside my fallopian tube. I also used the Plan B once, and I still got pregnant and again inside my tube. And the reason why I'm discussing it is because my son would be like, Mom, what happened? What happened to the babies? What was going on with him? And I explained it to him. I did not explain it to him this far because birth control or Plan B has not been my friend, So for me, I'm thinking any of that stuff is just not safe for us. And so instead of the doctor asking me, why do you conclude that you don't want to be on this? She tried to force me to get on birth control. You need to be on birth control. For what? Like, I don't. I need like a diaphragm or maybe like some mousse or something. What is that stuff? Spermicide. I do not need whatever you talking about. Like, for real. And so that was my whole thing. It's like, why are you not listening, and why is there not a study? Instead, they will continuously let black women get fallopian tube pregnancies, lose babies, all this different stuff, instead of her taking out a notepad and saying, why do you say that? What's going on? And why do you think it causes cancers in women? Because it changes their entire body chemistry. Like, did y'all know the Depo-Provera? You saw how many people blew up. And so many women took their children down to that freaking clinic to get Depo-Provera. You saw that they gained weight. They got acne. It was like the worst thing. You just knew. When you saw that girl that was bigger than you in class, all of a sudden, it's like, oh my gosh, she on birth control. You knew it right away. So just that in itself is like the worst thing to me. And you just have to realize, and then I would even say, look at generational health and the size of your aunties in their time, right? They're usually bigger. Some of them smaller, but most likely some of them are bigger. What happened at that time for these people to become that big? You understand what I'm saying? And I'm telling you, I'm pretty sure it has something to do with either birth control or some type of medicine or some problem or issue that they decided that we had at that time. I'm not even joking. They did the same study with Jewish people when they do, and I learned this from This American Life. Like these, like Jewish people, they go on a, oh man, I forgot what it's called, but it's still the same thing as like a fast, right? And so during that time, what they'll find out is like the babies will end up having some health problems at the time because the mother isn't actually getting all the nutrition that she needs at that moment. So it's like they were able to do that type of study, do a study on black health in your area. And I'm pretty sure that you will find, if you check out the history, that something is linked to the weight, the height, the measurement, everything of those people at that time. I'm not even lying to you. But instead, the white doctor, the young white doctor, she would rather try to force a pill down my throat than actually go back and look at the history and do the study and put in the research and time as to figure out what that is. You understand what I'm saying? Could have became one of the greatest people alive, but you don't do that. You see what I'm saying? It's like people do not even want to listen because you a young black woman in the hospital, and just lost a baby. So anyway, the next one is ringworm. It's like, but this was a study. Ringworm is like lice or something for us because alleles, if you don't have common alleles with somebody, so say for instance you go to somebody's house and everything is oily and dirty, they don't wash their sheets once or twice a week, or every 2 weeks. I would say go, the farthest you could probably go is like every 2 weeks. I'm serious. But then you go over to their house and you could smell the sheets. You could smell it just smell like them. It's just regular. So if a person's house has a lot of skin oils inside of the house that do not belong to you, you will most likely get ringworm from that. The reason why is because the alleles are not common. So then it's basically like, I don't know, I forgot what the article was saying, but it was like you end up getting the same, your body is basically just fighting off this person's DNA, basically, So it's just, sometimes you have to just keep your jacket on. It's like, I remember we used to go to some people's house. We had to leave our coats in the car because my mom didn't want roaches coming back with us. It's just stuff like that. And people will actually find it rude. Even if you offer your jacket to somebody, the person has to be a clean person. If they're not a clean person, or if the jacket is not clean, again, you can get ringworm. That's why I used to tell my students, don't share your jackets, because you can get ringworm. Y'all don't share the same DNA. Even with cousins. So even if you in a house with cousins and everything isn't clean, because we get comfortable with family, the same thing will happen. You will still get ringworm. And so that's what you'll start to notice too. You'll go over to somebody's house, your kid will come back, they go over to the same cousin's house, but every time they come back, they probably get a ringworm because maybe they share the pillow, maybe they share sheets, maybe they share the blanket. You see, so all those different things happen and people don't understand why. And it's actually an article on that. I promise you. I read it. That's why I was able to educate my students about it. What else have I been told that isn't true? The period, okay? So like if you are living with a woman, another woman, usually one of y'all periods is going to change. It's going to be like a heavy blood. Like it'll be like a maroonish blood. It'll be like, and it'll look like it's kind of mushy and dry at the same time. I don't know, but it happens when you're around a group of women. Y'all usually, your periods will sync up. So if yours is at the end of the month and theirs is at a different time, it usually does not end up, maybe it'll feel like it's skipping around or something. But anyway, some way y'all gonna end up syncing up on the same period. So y'all end up sort of in the same menstrual cycle. A doctor wrote and said that wasn't true. It was an article, a white man. Like, how can a white man write about this and he hasn't experienced it at all in his life? Every time in college, working with people, and you get close to them, like friends, it happens every freaking time. Y'all might be just like, oh God, it happens every time. If it's a group of women in one area, usually they periods are around the same time. I am not joking. It is true. Like, so when I read that, I was like, y'all stupid. It's not about, well, because we go to work together. Now, if we in the same building, we work together, no. But if you in a living situation where y'all close together, y'all talk, y'all hang out, all the different stuff, it usually happens. And I'm pretty sure it has something to do with bonding or something like that. I don't know, but it naturally actually happens. And I'm like, this article is a lie because that's just not, it's a lie. It is the truth. That is actually what happens. Throughout my entire life, that has happened. I'm not lying. It's not a story. I'm not making it up. It actually happens. You actually get a discharge that is a reddish or maroonish sort of, like, it looks like it's not fully, like it doesn't have the hydration that it needs. It's just like kind of dry. And sometimes you'll use the bathroom and just come out of the toilet. Like, it is like, truly, I'm telling you the truth. This is what happens. And so in the last part is, I just read about being alkaline. They were saying like how it's not linked to anything else. How being alkaline is not linked to being at primal health, like top of line health. It may not be, but this is the thing. Anytime that I feel like black people actually do research for themselves, white people actually come around and say, that's not true. Or it hasn't been proven. Or whatever. Or something like that. So I'm just like, I don't know. Like, I really don't like that, because I'm just like, why would your information be as important as any black doctor's information? Or why would your information be just as important as a white doctor's information? So what I'm saying is, I think that alkaline bodies, you actually do feel better. You actually feel better. You feel closer to a healthier lifestyle. And I know some people probably like, I don't know, because I live around a lot of smokers, people that don't care. And so I don't know if that's something where people just want to be in that situation where they just don't care. But I don't know. It's just a different feeling when you take care of your body. Or if something wrong with it. Like right now, I know I got issues with my teeth, so it's like I just don't feel as healthy as I did before. But other than that, I mean, I'm like, okay, I'm all right. So it's just, I don't know. I feel like y'all have to really do the research for yourself. What is it going to hurt you to eat fruits and vegetables? I don't do proteins and different things like that. I do straight fruits and vegetables. So some people will even go as far as to start to put those chemicals and all that stuff in their body. Sometimes I don't know what the protein is actually doing. And if I get hungry or if I take away my appetite, if my mouth starts to water and I get really thirsty, different things like that. If I have any side effects, I don't want it. That's why I like being me. And the drawback is I'm thicker. Like I'm thick. I got some flabs on me. But either way, I like being myself because I have done enhancements. I have done, a fat burner. That's what it was. I was trying to figure out what it was yesterday. Yesterday, I was trying to figure out, I have done fat burners. And I'm talking about I was burning. Like, it would be like, I worked out twice a day in the gym. I did eat, but I ate really healthy. Like, I was strict. Like, it wasn't even a joke. Like, I was not playing with the strictness, but I don't like the way it feel. And I always tell people my hair fell out. I didn't get all of the vitamins that I needed to get. What else? It was a lot, I mean, I went through, so for me to be so fucking fit, right? I would actually be going through other situations, like nothing really mental, just like, but it was more physical, right? So I had anemia, and now that I'm thicker, I don't have anemia, like, and I actually have thalassemia. So you would think that I would have maybe what the drawbacks are, like being tired and fatigued and all this different stuff. I don't have fatigue. I actually go, like, I can just keep going, like I'm like an Energizer bunny. But so that's the whole thing. It's like I just prefer to, and because I don't see nothing wrong with the supplements and stuff like that, but I prefer to do it without supplements. And that's just what I learned in my process of just doing what I gotta do. But if you got fat burners and you want to burn the fat, that's up to you. You can do that. I would prefer natural fat burner, like where I don't have to have different, I don't want the jitters and feeling like, I'm high or something like that. Like, I used to feel like my body was shaking or something. Like, I would be so hyper that I would have to sit there and just, like, try to calm myself down. Like, it would be like, those fat burners had me going, I'm telling you. But I lost a lot of weight. Like, it was just, like, all, like, for real, the weight just came off. Like, it just melted off in, like, 3 months. Because I was already like working out. And at first when I started, it was just inches, like, because you heavier, people will be thinking, well, you work out every day, you're not losing weight, when actually you just losing inches. And I think the part that doesn't lose anything is your calves. My calves have remained the same. I've always had big legs, like, since I was growing up. So even when I lost weight, it was like, God damn it, I can't get no regular fucking boot, and I look good too. I was like, damn. But yeah, it's like your thighs will lose inches, your waist, your belly, your arms. So if you losing weight, don't be discouraged. Just start taking your measurements. Don't look at the scale. I say even if you're losing weight, period, because sometimes, depending on how tall or short you are, the scale is going to tell you something different. Like, a person could be totally 250 pounds and thin, but they tall. A person could be 250 pounds and fat because they short. So you have to really, or look fat. I'm not going to say that they fat, but it's just like, you just take the measurements of your body so that you know. I prefer to just be healthy. Like, it's just like, that's it. Like, I know I'm strong enough. I know I can work out. I know that I eat okay. And that's good for me. I don't want to restrict myself like I did before, because I just had a lot more health issues than I thought I would end up with. Like, I ended up with health issues. I was skinny fat. Right? And it wasn't even the food I was eating. I didn't have high blood pressure. I just had the iron deficiency, and I actually would be fatigued. I was losing hair. Like, it was a lot to go through. But I looked good in the motherfucker. I was fine as hell. I was fine in the motherfucker. I was fine. But yeah. So anyway, that's it. Like, that's it. I do think that alkaline bodies work. Like, I do think that just eating fruits, vegetables, and less meat or no meat, I think it just works. And then drinking water. Because what it's saying is like, it turns to ash, right? Basically what it's saying is like, you either gonna have logs in your body, which is shit, or you gonna have ash in your body, which is like where you get the nutrients and then it gets rid of waste, and it's not a long time for it to be broken down. And so that's all it is. It's like fruits and vegetables. It's because of the nature of it. It's easy to be broken down. Probably most of it is water. You got seeds that need to be put out, so your body gonna extend as they excrete that, so that's your poop. You got, and then everything else is a nutrient, as opposed to if you eat meat, or if you eat meat or other things like the processed foods and stuff, it's going to take a longer time for that to get out of your body. But I'm going to tell y'all a trick too. If you do have anemia and you do get a fatigue or whatever, I used to have to eat bagels because I stopped eating starches and sugars and breads and stuff like that. And so I would, if I ate a bagel, I would quickly get energy. And I don't know if it was because of the carbohydrates or whatever, but I started doing cold coffee, because the cold coffee would actually, like, the flavored coffee would actually already be sweet. So then I didn't have to put sugar in it. I'm just telling you a few of my tricks. I would use dairy, but see, that's not alkaline. But then I would use dairy creamer. Now I only use almond creamer. So it's just such a big difference because of the breakdown in your body. Like, I don't know, I'm an energetic person. I do get my own sleep. That's the bad part, because I got a kid, and oh my God, his sleeping patterns. But my sleeping patterns, I get a lot of sleep. I'm an early riser. I go to bed early too. I can go to bed at 7 o'clock in the afternoon, y'all, and get up at 2. I do not care. But I've been living that life for a long time. I used to do that too when I worked out. I used to work out at 2 o'clock in the morning and 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So that's it. I just, I don't know. I prefer to not have side effects. That's it for me. I like life. And I wish we all could get back to that. It's something about a natural body that I like. That's why I like Plies. Y'all, Plies be for real. I'm like, man, thank you, Plies. That's why I like my titties now. That's why my ass is real. I used to joke about it. I used to be like, I'm going to give me some breasts. I used to have a money jar. Like, put some money in my titty jar, because I was going to give me some titties. Because I didn't have any, y'all. For real. I was a size B for a long time. And then I got pregnant, baby. God just gave me, I got titties and an ass. You hear me? I mean, I used to have the body parts, but I wasn't like up there. I wasn't like this. So yeah, it's like, man, I like, I think you just have to be comfortable with it, And I like the way it looked when I put on like a fitted dress or something. I love that shit. I'm like, yeah, baby. Yeah. Okay, last thing. Now, this has nothing to do with doctors. This has to do with Black consciousness. I hate when we shame each other. At some point in my life, you could not get me not to go to a party. I'm talking about, I used to be twerking my ass off. Actually, I didn't twerk. I used to just do dances and stuff, but I love to dance. Even in high school, I had a dance partner, and we used to make up dances and go to the talent shows and make money. That's what we did. I've always had some sort of friend that was my dance partner. No kind of way that I'm going to stop dancing. Now let's get it to now. Now some things I don't twerk outside, Because first off, my son gonna be like, Mama, stop. Even in the house, he gonna say, Mama, stop. I do twerk in my house. I feel like twerking. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna bounce my booty. I was actually a dancer. Like, I used to, I learned modern dance. And when I had dance partners, we didn't twerk. We did like moves, like we'd jump up and slide through each other's legs, and like kid and play type of shit. I'm a dancer. It is no way that I'm gonna stop dancing. And just because I dance, in my mind, it's not for attention. Most of the dancing I do is in the privacy of my own home by myself. And now that I have a hallway, y'all, please, I think that I am the woman that's in the video. I really am in here getting down by myself. So when I saw the meme that says, stop twerking to be, stop twerking for attention. No, become a queen and stop twerking for attention or something like that. I really hate that shit. It's shame. And somebody else used to say, don't color your hair because that's for attention. Stop it. What else? Everything we do is for attention. That's all that shame stuff. That's why I say you need to do too much. You need to do too much, baby. If you want to twerk outside in a swimsuit, do it. That's your 20s. That's your 30s. That's your 50s. I don't care how old you are. If that's what you feel like doing, sweetheart, by all means, do it. It was just like this beautiful girl on this place. She came out at this swim party and just started dancing and then did a split and jumped into the pool. I'm like, girl, that was dope. Not one part of it looked derogatory. Not one part of it was offensive or appalling. I thought it was beautiful. And the whole time she had a smile on her face. The entire time she had a smile on her face. Why? Because she herself enjoyed it. When she jumped into the pool, there was no man there to touch on her. There was no man there to grab her. No way did she feel self-conscious about who she was. So I feel like y'all do so much stuff. Men make up so many situations to shame us, to try to put us in our place. And by all means, women, get out of place. Because there is no way, even me, and I'm telling you, and I know people probably meet me and they like, she the one that masturbate all the time? She the one that twerk in the room? She the one that do booty yoga? Yes, I am. And if you take a booty yoga class with me, bitch, you can't get I can't take my eyes off myself to look at you. I'm telling you, it is like I actually love the way my body moves. I love my body. I love it. I've had so many years with it. I actually just completely have fallen in love with it. The bruises, the fucked up scar, all of it. I just love it. I really do. The bald spot I got. What else? I don't know. It's like stuff. The moles. I know what's happening. I know what's going on with myself. So I don't know. I just cannot stand that. Stop trying to shame black women. We have been through enough shame. And I'm telling you, that was like part of my breakdown too. I was just like, oh my God, all the judgment and the rules and all this different stuff. And then we out here, y'all, I'm tired of seeing these videos where these policemen keep on detaining these people and hitting them and stuff. And there's no reason to do that. What the fuck are they trying to do? Is this part of this man and his administration? Are they secretly trying to lock up a lot of black people or put us on something? It's like, what the hell is going on with motherfuckers? Leave black men alone, because for the most part, they not doing anything. But y'all let all these white boys get away with whatever the fuck they want to get away with. I just saw this video, this white boy with the gun. Why didn't nobody go pick this little motherfucker up? Go do some shit like that. They actually got videos of themselves doing this dumb shit, and y'all ain't picked none of these dumb motherfuckers up. I'm just tired of that. Stop detaining black men for no fucking reason. They haven't done anything. And I hate that my son is even kind to police officers, because I'm thinking one day one of them motherfuckers gonna look at you and maybe think that you did something wrong or you didn't. He just such a good kid. It's so many good guys out here, and they'll be the ones that y'all will go and take and put in. What you putting him in the system for? Why? He don't even need to have a life like that. And it's like they actually feel like that it's okay. That's not okay. It's not okay. It is fucking not okay. So then to come back and shame us, and we out here rooting and fighting for you and stressed out because of you. A bitch need to dance. A bitch need to twerk. And I'm sorry to say bitch. A beautiful, intelligent, thoughtful, caring, honey. I don't know. My son, he always tell me what that means. I don't know what bitch means, but it means something nice, not anything bad. Don't take it the derogatory way. When I say it, I mean it like how my son be saying it. Beautiful, something, da, da, da. Anyway, so what I'm trying to tell you, y'all, is just let the people dance. Let us dance. Let us dance. It ain't got nothing to do with you. You ain't got to look at it. You ain't got to find it entertaining. But let us dance. I'm going to dance. It's and at the end of the day, I am going to dance. And I'm going to do it with my son. I'm going to dance with the dog. I'm going to dance by myself. I'm going to dance with my new man. I'm going to dance with my old man. I'm going to dance with my friends. I'm going to dance with my ex-friends. I don't care. I am going to dance. You know, it's like, don't take the Jubilee away from me, honey. It has been passed down through generations, and now all of a sudden we got to be queens. They used to dance too. They used to learn how to dance as a court. You see, so why would you put that out there? Some of that black consciousness stuff, I be like, now I gotta unfollow you because you doing too much. Now that's too much. That's the people that's doing too much. You stop all that. You ain't gotta do that. No, she a queen. It don't matter if she dance or not. She a queen. Period. Ain't no other part about it. So yes, that's it for today. I'm tired of myths from people that don't understand the black woman. You know, because it's not just white people. It's black men too. It's other black women too. You know, oh my God. You know one thing I hate? Pussy stinks. So, you know, you tell somebody, your pussy stink. It stink. You know, it stinks. It's not all going to smell good. Sometimes you sweat. A different odor comes out from when you go to the gym. A different odor come out from when you ain't washed that thing in a couple of days. A different odor come out when it's after your period. You know, when it's your period. You know, all those different things. And so some women will actually feel like they don't have to admit that. Well, honey, admit it. It happens. You know, and it's like, what is there to be embarrassed about? You know, so even women, we condemn each other. Girl, her pussy stink. Bitch, your pussy stink too. You know, like, it's no, like, why would yours be better than hers? You know, why would yours? And really it is because of what you eat. You know, what you eat and what comes out of your pores and different things like that. But, okay, so that's why it is better. But I'm just saying, at some point in life, pussy doesn't always smell the best it could be. Not to say that it can even go back to being funky as a motherfucker. No, it's like sometimes it just doesn't always smell as good as it could, you know. So even with that, it's musty or whatever. It's okay, you know. Like, it actually happens. That's part of you being a human being. It ain't no reason to die. You know, your pussy stink to one, but so what? Go on with your life. Get it together and go on with your life. So that's all I'm saying is, like, stop being shameful. Like, we got to be ashamed of all this stuff. I'm not about to be ashamed about none of that shit for you. You know how long I've been, you know how long people been on this earth and things happen. So, I don't know. You just let life go. And that's it. I say keep your body. And that's going to help. I'm sorry, but Alkaline is going to help your body too. As far as your vaginal system and all that different stuff goes, I always mention it because I'm just a sensitive person. Like, I can't have certain dyes and detergents and stuff like that. And one thing I used to have to do too is when I got new underwear, I had to wash them when I first got them, even if they come out of the pack. Like, you have to do all these things in order to have that complete vaginal health. For yourself, you know. So you have to learn all these tips and tricks and stuff like that. So if you're having any issues with yeast infections and itching and different things like that, maybe next time wash those brand new underwear before you put them on. Don't just put stuff on like that. You gotta wash them. At least hand wash them with a soft soap inside the panty line or whatever. Let them dry. Don't just put stuff like that on from the store, you know. Those things, they end up, because you can end up. And then the best thing about that is if you do a wash test, you can see if they hold up against stress, you know. If they not going to change too much just because you washed them. But yeah, wash that shit out. Even if you order it from magazines and stuff like that, wash all that out, because that shit'll fuck you up. You'll end up with, oh God, I'm not supposed to be cussing, but you'll end up with yeast infections and bacterial vaginosis and all these other different things that'll throw your body off. The other thing is like, if you are having bacterial vaginosis, yeast infections, start to use Dreft, which is a baby detergent, or use All Free and Clear. You want to use something without dyes and colors and scents, because that could be messing with you too. So all those things, they will mess up your pH balanced. And that's why I believe that they can't automatically say that the alkaline diet works. But alkaline diet, as far as a woman goes, you will know that you've been doing it. They will know it, because, and you will know too, especially for your vaginal health, because it all starts to change. It all starts to change. The older, anything that's happening to you, all that stuff, it just starts to change. So you cannot tell me that it's not actually something that's better for your body. I don't know. I really don't know how people do that, or how they can say it's not confirmed. But, and I can see why, because a lot of people remember George Lou. What was that guy? His name was George something. He lived to be 100 and some years old. And they asked him how he lived that long. And this guy said he drank and smoked every day. He had one shot of liquor and he smoked a cigar every day. He always had that cigar in his mouth. And I might be too old for y'all, for some of my people, but I know y'all remember him. It was like a couple of people that would live like to be 100 or something. They would ask him, what you do? And they say, I smoke and I drink every day. And you're like, whoa, like what in the heck? How did they do that? You know? And I'm thinking, well, really the liquor kind of pickled them. You know, it's like the liquor pickled you. You have pickle juice in your body. You got pickle. What's that stuff? You got, something going on. You have pickled yourself. But anyway, that's it for me today. I just, that's all. It's like, I just really want to beat those myths. And I'm telling you that they are true. And just because you know something has happened within your body, and then for somebody to say, well, you're like, no, I don't think that's, no, I'm going to get another opinion, because sometimes the stuff that they telling you is not right. So anyway, Shantae, Brown Sugar Talks, under Black Unicorns, telling you to just have a great day. And I don't know what kind it's Thirsty Thursday. So what is it? Thirsty? I don't think I call it Thirsty Thursday. So if this is Thirsty Thursday, maybe I hit you with some knowledge. Maybe I didn't. Either way, thank you for listening.